Research Virtual Institute. It's wonderful to see so many friends here and the new faces that we've yet to meet. I'll be back up in a moment to give you some more welcoming comments, but first I would like to introduce our Center Director, Dr. Eugene Chu. Please welcome him.
Well, good morning. I'd like to welcome you here to NASA Ames in the heart of Silicon Valley. And I want to give a special welcome to those of you who have traveled. We know traveling is always challenging, but including those who've come from, who are international and come from overseas, our international guests and partners. It is our distinct honor and pleasure to be hosting the third annual Exploration Science Forum here. And we're looking forward to a great exchange of ideas, information, and new opportunities for collaboration that will come from these next few days. As I mentioned last year when I opened this forum, Ames is a host center for the forum's sponsor, the Solar System Exploration Research Virtual Institute, or SERVI. I want to specifically thank the leadership of SERVI, Yvonne Pendleton, Greg Schmidt, and the rest of the SERVI staff for making this forum possible. SERVI is one of 3 virtual institutes in the agency. The other 2 are the NASA Astrobiology Institute, NAI, and the NASA Aeronautics Research Institute, NARI. All 3 virtual institutes are hosted here at Ames, and this is a reflection of our center's role and commitment to both domestic and international partnerships and bringing the broader community together to obtain even greater goals and outcomes. The other key characteristic of Ames is that we are inherently multidisciplinary with a diverse portfolio of work and a diverse set of capabilities. The core capabilities that we have at Ames that are particularly relevant to exploration science include the technology areas of entry systems, the capabilities needed to enter other planetary atmospheres and/or return to Earth, advanced supercomputing, providing the computational engine behind solving engineering and science modeling challenges, autonomy and robotics for future, more capable robotic and human exploration missions, and small spacecraft technologies needed to achieve more science with smaller, lower-cost vehicles. These technology areas support the astrobiologists, life scientists, and space scientists here at Ames and throughout the community. Going back to last year, when I had just assumed the role of Ames Center Director, I had the opportunity to open the 2nd annual Exploration Science Forum here, and this past year has only served to strengthen my view of the importance of the topic of this forum. The words exploration and science describe almost all of what NASA does in space. And when you put these words together for a forum like this, the meaning and intent is all the more significant. And if you think about the type of missions that we're envisioning as we go into the 2020s, leading up to eventual human exploration of Mars, the type of missions that we see in the 2020s will be increasingly a combination of exploration missions and science missions. And so that's where the agency is headed, but I think that's where the broader community is headed too. We really need to put these 2 things together, and that's what this forum is about. As we continue to make great progress towards our goal of human exploration beyond low Earth orbit, with an eventual eye towards Mars, the greater integration and coordination of our exploration and science goals as embodied in the focus of this forum will only serve to enable that goal and vision. So again, I'd like to welcome you to Ames, and I'm looking forward to the great ideas that will come out of these next few days. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for those comments, Eugene. I'd also like to welcome today our headquarters sponsor from the Human Exploration and Operations Mission Directorate, Victoria Friedensen. Victoria, are you there? She is. Thank you so much.
Good morning, everyone. It's a privilege to be here. I don't get to come to all the exploration forums and in the past the Lunar Science Institute forums, so it's always a thrill. I really love the interdisciplinarity, the multiplicities of ideas that you all will be presenting over the next 3 days. It's a real privilege for me to be able to be here and to listen to it. So I'm in Human Exploration and Operations Mission Directorate. I'm the program executive in Advanced Exploration Systems. Survey in the past has been one of my responsibilities. I send the greetings of Dr. Ben Bussey, who couldn't be here. He's in South Korea at a meeting, and Jason Cruzan, my boss, the division director, who is also prohibited. He's doing those budget deals, you know, back at headquarters. I want to say thank you for taking the time and the expense of traveling to this meeting. The forum is unique in that it takes both basic science about small bodies in the moons and also applied science and engineering as it applies to exploration. It's a really great bridge between two communities, two sets of strategic goals for NASA itself, and is an opportunity for folks who might not talk to each other to have a chance to exchange ideas, and these often create a lot of fertile new ground for future work. So I'm looking forward to the next 3 days, and I just want to thank you again for being here.
Okay, well with that, we are ready to get started here, and I can already declare this forum a success. The reason is because you have come here every year, and it was just a few years ago that we were given the expanded purview from the NASA Lunar Science Institute to include the near-Earth asteroids and the moons of Mars. And that meant that we needed to blend together several communities, as Victoria just mentioned. We needed to bring together the lunar and the small bodies community. We needed to bring together scientists and engineers and technologists. The fact that you have shown up every year and the numbers just keep increasing, your participation online, the abstracts you submit, and the wonderful presentations shows us that we have already accomplished that goal. We are going to continue to build on that bridge, but thank you so much for making it so incredibly easy and rewarding. So I think this is already a success right from the get-go. It did occur to me that some of the blending that we've done has caused us to bring together the rock-solid components, the fine regolith, and some of those volatile components. And we've blended them all together in such a nice way. I really love to see it. I'd like to thank the Survey Central staff that works very hard a lot of the year to bring this to you. I actually do very, very little. I'll tell you the person who does the most at Survey Central, and that is Greg Schmidt, our Deputy Director. I'd like to give him a hand right now. So Greg runs this as he would any project. He does it very well. He organizes everybody. And the people you see at the front desk, in the control room back there, and at various points around that have Survey Central staff on there, you can know that they have been hard at work to make this conference as good for you as possible. Each year, we try to improve upon what we did the year before. So we will look for your comments at our survey at the end of this. And please take note throughout the time for those things that we could improve upon and those things that we're doing well. We'd love to hear them, and we look at each and every one. Before I get on to the first session of ESF, which is our really wonderful award ceremony, I want to give you just a few housekeeping notes and basic things that you need to know about what we're doing differently this year, and just how to function more comfortably. Oh, wait, we're supposed to have a safety moment. I don't know, is there anybody here that's supposed to do that? I know it's a NASA rule. If not, I'm going to make one up. Okay, here's the safety moment. If there's some sort of an event where you need to leave the building, you have an exit door here, you have the doors at the front, and let's see, the other thing to tell you is that you should go in an orderly fashion, don't stampede out, and let's see, the bathrooms are down the hallway. I think that's it. Oh, we meet in Chase Park. They're not going to know where that is, but it's out that way. Okay. All right. Chase you to Chase Park. No, don't run. Okay. All right, so that's our safety moment. So now our housekeeping issues, things that you need to know about. We have, this year, better food than we have ever had at the forum. I know this because the last 2 days, we had the Phobos Demos conference, which was also an incredible success. How many of you were here for the Phobos Demos conference? Yay, excellent. Okay, so you already know what I'm talking about. The conference was great and the food was a surprise. So that has been a complaint in years past, that our lunches were not as good as they could be. It's a little bit pricey, but it's worth it. Please buy your lunch tickets so that you can get your lunch and go to the very important focus groups that we have over lunchtime today and tomorrow. There are some differences in the locations, I understand, of a couple of the focus groups. One thing I want to tell you is that the focus group on bombardment and SPA are merged together, and they're going to be in the room of SPA. Did I get that right, Bill Botke?
Yeah, wherever Noah is, that's where we're going to go.
Okay, well, I wish I had a number, because wherever Noah is, 117, thank you. Okay, so room 117 is where those focus groups should go. I believe there was another change that should be in the errata. Greg, do you want to tell me what that is, or Christina? Okay. Okay, the dust plasma. Okay, so let me repeat that for you. The dust and plasma, atmospheres and plasma focus group will be today, not tomorrow. And I assume in the same room that it was originally scheduled for. Okay, great. So please get your lunches. They are delicious. And then go to the focus groups. Let's see. Let me just check my little cheat sheet here. Ricky, is there any way I could have a light here so that I can see what I'm reading? No, maybe not. Okay. All right, let me just try to make this up. Okay, so we do have some artwork that is still up. I think we have our art display. For those of you who were here for the Phobos Demos conference, most of that art has been taken back, but there are a few. There are a few of these. Look at that. Yvonne Iber, I want you to meet her. She's a new member of our Survey Central staff, and she's responsible for all kinds of things, including the cookies that you have back there with coffee today. Okay, so yes, so the art exhibit, I want to tell you about that. It will only be up today. The remaining pieces of art will only be here through today. It's space art, and you will want to see all of it, especially the Chesley Bonestell, which is a very rare piece of art that NASA Ames has, and it only comes out once in a while. So it is out for your viewing pleasure today. Okay. Oh, in the parallel session room. Thank you, Greg. Okay. So the when I was mentioning lunch, I need to also tell you the $15 price tag for lunch includes unlimited coffee and tea. However, if you don't wish to purchase lunch here, but you do want to have coffee, we have an option for you. Please see the people at the front desk and they'll tell you about that. But for $3, you'll get a cup and you can just have unlimited coffee. Okay. All right. We have some new technology at this meeting. Although, Greg, I'm not seeing the old mics as well. We have some stand-up microphones that we wanted people to use that were going to be in each of the aisles. They went away. Okay, we're going to get those back up. But we also have a fun new bit of technology that Greg and our tech staff have brought to us, and Ricky Guest, another person you should meet, just threw it to Christina Gibbs, our Associate Director for Management, and she's throwing it to Greg. This is actually a microphone.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a catch box. Is this? Yes, it's on. Yeah. And so we can, Jim, would you Does it still work? Yep. Make it easy and a little bit fun, so we'll use this until the other mics are set up, and then we'll have it. Right.
Okay, so we thought that would be fun. I'm not sure Eugene saw that, so let's give him a demonstration. Throw it to Diane Wooden. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Eugene,
Thanks.
this is our new technology. We
This is
try to
awesome.
introduce something great.
Better than a talking stick.
We try to introduce something new each year, and that's our little thing for today. But for those of you who don't want to do that, we will have the regular mics as well. Also this year, the discussion section is new. If you'll look in your program, under the parallel sessions, at the end of each of those, we have a half hour or some period of time set aside for group discussion. We found those to be incredibly useful during the Phobos Demos conference, and I predict that they're going to be just as useful for ESF. So please think about things that you want to talk about. You will have an opportunity to ask questions after each talk, just like always, but we also have this group discussion time where you can just talk about matters in a more general sense. Okay, so I think I may have actually, the poster sessions. I kind of wish Eugene were not here for this one. Okay, we're going to have liquid refreshments at the poster sessions, but we were not able to pay for it in the normal way. So we have a no-host bar. You can pay for it when you get there. And please, I'm not encouraging anybody to drink, but if you drink, pay for it because Greg and I fronted the money for it. Okay. All right. Let's see. We look forward to all the conversations that we're going to have over this next 3-day period, but especially the hallway conversations where, as researchers, we all know sometimes that's where the most valuable conversations can occur. But please do not have them in the hallway just outside of this room or very close to the parallel session room, because in this case, it's very hard to close that door. It just makes a whole lot of noise. Eugene, I'm really glad you're here for this part. That door has been sticking for a long time, and we really need it fixed. Okay? Because when you shut it, it makes this huge kabang. And also right across the way from here, Brian Day, member of our staff who runs the planetary and mapping modeling effort, Brian Day is going to be displaying the latest technology and the great things that LMMP, that project, can do. He has some goggles, some virtual reality goggles, great things that you're really going to want to try out. He also provides some liquid refreshment to entice you to go into that room in the afternoons. So it can get kind of noisy. So if you go into that room, it's right across the hall. And if you make a lot of noise, I guarantee you, it's going to disrupt what's going on in here. So if you could just be a little cognizant of that, I'd really appreciate it. Okay, so I always forget something. I turn to my external memory. Greg, what have I forgotten? Nothing yet?
Gotten it. We'll mention other things at the break.
Okay, we're going to fill in the rest. Okay. So